Hey guys, it's Lindsay again. So if you watched my last video, you'll know that I got my BFP, my faint BFP, on 10 DPO, and then I actually announced to my husband on 11 DPO, and that was when I got like a true, definite positive. And so I wanted to say just some kind of things that I'd noticed overall since basically when I got my BFP to now at 10 weeks. Some of the first things that I noticed when I got my BFP that week, I had my period was supposed to be due on 11 DPO because I seem to have like a short luteal phase. So I noticed that week that I was cramping exactly like as if I was going to get my period. Like if I had not tested and gotten my positive, I honestly would have thought that my period was coming. It felt exactly like it. And in fact, it made me nervous too because, like, I don't know, cramping kind of can be a bit like scary, right? And I felt I started to get like sore breasts, sore nipples in that period too. So it was like basically once, and the sore nipples had started a little bit before I got my BFP, but like 2 days before. And I in fact was noticing actually that particular cycle that it was something curious because a lot of the times I'd been getting sore breasts like right after ovulation kind of continuing. But basically the sore nipples come and go. Like recently, it hasn't been that bad in the last week or so, but sore breasts, that's pretty much stayed around. I have some days where they are more sore, some days where they're less sore. It kind of depends. But like I've already outgrown a few of my bras. That didn't take too long either. Like I think it was like by week 6, I want to say actually, that my bras started to get too small. And like I couldn't believe it, but yeah, it didn't take long at all. I still am meaning to go get some nursing bras, but basically, yeah, the things that I've noticed the most in this time has been that the first couple weeks, like week 4 and 5, I definitely had a lot of cramping. And week 6, the tiredness hit me really hard. Out that week, like every single night, except once on the Wednesday. When I got home, I had a nap. Like I couldn't do it. I was feeling sick. The Wednesday I only didn't because I got home like just around 6. So since I'd been out since like 6:30 in the morning, I really had to just organize the house. So I didn't, but otherwise I really would have. And that week was like the worst for fatigue too. Like I have been tired. Like also today I had a 20-minute nap, but that week in particular was really bad. And that was the week too where like I would say the cramps really kind of left. But between week 5 and 6, I had some pink spotting, which really freaked me out. And it was 2 weeks in a row that it started on like the Tuesday, let's say, the week, and it went on for like 3 days. And the week after, it started on like the Monday night, and it went on again until like the Thursday. And it was really worrying. It was spotting, but still, like sometimes I would look and I was spotting enough like to notice also on the toilet paper that it was kind of making me nervous. And I did talk to my doctor, but she said it was totally normal. But that was scary because you're right, you're right in the moment of the chances of miscarriage being high, and the last thing I really want to be seeing is like spotting. But it did go away, and I had read something that also like sometimes standing can make it worse. And like, since I'm a teacher, I actually am standing like a lot. And on those days where I was beginning to spot both times, like I had been standing a lot. So I was trying to, whenever I could, sit. And so it helped. But yeah, that was not fun. Luckily, after week 7, it hasn't come back really. Like I think a week or 2 ago, I saw just a little bit of spotting on toilet paper, but like that was one day and it was very light, and then not again. But yeah, basically overall, it's mostly been the breasts tenderness that stuck around. Once the cramps kind of went and once the spotting went, pretty much that. And of course the fatigue, but it's not horrible all the time. That 6th week was really the worst that I've experienced to date. And I was lucky for the most part until recently about the lack of nausea. I had nausea about around like the week 7, just about 2-3 days that week. It was the week going into my 8-week appointment, and that Saturday I was all set to like have, popcorn that evening. My husband was out for dinner for work. I couldn't do it. I felt so sick, totally nauseous the next night too, and the next night, but then it went away. And so when I went to my 8-week appointment, they asked if I'd been having any nausea, and I said, well, 2 or 3 days worth, but that's really it. I really didn't have anything until this past Tuesday. So my weeks turn over on Wednesday. So basically 9 weeks and 6 days, I suddenly got nausea. And actually today, amazingly, I haven't had it. Let's hope it stays away. But Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, every day after lunch, I felt nauseous, and like quite nauseous too. And in the evening as well. Yesterday I did not feel nauseous in the evening, but in the morning, strangely, I'm okay. But the first, like Tuesday, I always start my day and I have my 1 token espresso for the day. I had it. It came up immediately. And so since then, I have changed how I do my coffee. I tried it the next couple days after I ate breakfast. So I got up and immediately ate breakfast. And then after that, I have my coffee. I think I've started to go off coffee a bit, though, because the last few days it really hasn't tasted too good. Which sucks because... I'm on vacation this week, but like next week I've still got my like 5 a.m. wake up calls, waking up between 5 a.m. and 5:20 depending on the day it is, but we'll see. I definitely have gone off of like, there's this certain mint like Tic Tac eucalyptus and another one that I can't remember the name of. Those, I have an aversion to those. Luckily I was almost done both of the boxes, but I also have an aversion to the non-alcoholic beer. I had that like in the beginning and it was good. Like, I mean, something different to drink. I can't have it anymore. It's 2 times in a row. The first time was the night that I was wanting to have popcorn and I didn't. I felt nauseous. It also takes me forever to suck it down too. Like, it just doesn't go down. I'm not gonna bother trying to drink it until maybe it becomes like hot outside, like in the spring, and I want a non-alcoholic beer, but like I can't do it. So just some pop. But yeah, so just a few aversions so far that have kicked up this week. Really, a little bit, recently, like in the last couple of weeks, of course, when I started to kind of feel like not so sure about the beer kind of thing. But I kind of think that's pretty much it for how I have been doing up till now. It was, it was really special to see the baby. Now I've seen the baby twice because I went for 8 weeks one day. I was like a little gummy bear. Super cute. And it was actually unexpected because it was just like the first visit with the OB, and then they just kind of quickly checked on the ultrasound to do see if it had a heartbeat, and the baby did. And then today I had like the proper ultrasound, so my due date is September the 23rd, and yeah, I guess that's the last ultrasound now for like 10 weeks. So basically it was really awesome. And my husband didn't come yet, though this time he hasn't come to the ultrasound because we haven't told anyone yet. So by the time I post this, just like the other one, I'm not sure when it will be because I've never edited a video yet. But anyway, we haven't told our family yet, so we're going to wait another 2 weeks, and he didn't really want his brother to be suspicious because his brother works with him, and we have like the same dentist and everything, so even if he were to say like, oh, I have a dentist appointment, he said that he was worried his brother would like somehow find out it wasn't true. Although I said, I mean, really, is he really going to go like asking the dentist if you had a dentist appointment? But anyway, so he'll come at the 20-week one. But yeah, I guess that's it for now. So nothing super crazy for symptoms recently. Like, something that I forgot to mention is just like before I got my BFB, I definitely have zits. I've got like a bit of a breakout here on both sides of my temples right now. But aside from that, and that I've kind of grown out half of my bras, nothing too crazy. Some days I'm bloated, some days I'm not. It kind of depends. Like some days I look at my stomach and I'm like, wow, especially in the evening. And then the next morning I'll wake up and I look fairly flat. So, but I think that's completely normal at this time because it's just depending on if I'm bloated or not that day. Like at 10 weeks, first pregnancy, you're not really going to show for a while. So that's it for now. Thank you for watching. Bye.